Hey, this is Evan Chandler from Northern Royals, and this is another episode of the Sit Down Podcast.
Perfection.
Awesome. Have you done this before?
Yeah, back in my college days, I was a podcaster.
Get out of here.
No, I wasn't. I never went to college either.
Right on. Welcome,
One of those is a lie.
Welcome, Evan. Welcome, everybody tuning in this week. Man, what a whirlwind the last couple weeks here going on with the freaking restaurant closing and all that jazz.
That's why we're here.
Hell yeah.
So we're still at the restaurant, just in a different room of the
That's
building.
right. It's currently under renovations right now, so we kind of shuffled our location again. But also, we had some other guests. We had Donnie Peranto scheduled. We had Amanda Hagel scheduled. And both of those are still going to happen, but we just moved the dates a few weeks because, the weather was bad and Amanda's not feeling too well. So we just, accommodated. But fortunately,
the only person we could get.
Yeah, the only person.
Who's always available.
Drove all the way here from Winnipeg, Manitoba to be with us here in Bellevue, Saskatchewan tonight in replacement. So, dude, I welcome you. I'm honored, humbled, and I thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We got a lot of ground to cover.
Thanks for making that drive too, just for the podcast.
You know what? You guys are paying me a lot of money for this.
That's
so
right.
Yeah,
you better show up.
Yeah.
Gas ain't cheap.
These beers were all free here.
Yeah, some unofficial sponsors of the show this week.
Oh, you got some Rebellion.
Rebellion from
Hey,
Regina.
Mark, you see that?
And Paddock Wood from Saskatoon.
Mm-hmm. And Pilsner from?
I don't know where
Saskatchewan.
It's from. Is it from Saskatchewan?
Well, it's Saskatchewan beer. I don't know where it's brewed.
Okay. I mean, it's everywhere in Saskatchewan, so that makes sense.
There's isn't there some crazy things you can do with it? For certain, there's some things you can do with a Pilsner logo on a bottle.
Yeah, you got to find the elk.
The elk, that's an easy one to find, but there's three hidden things in the
Evan's
bottle.
like, where the fuck is that elk?
Yeah.
Do you know where the elk is?
No.
Leave it in the comments. Tell Evan where the elk is.
I'll show you after the show.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Where it's at. But yeah, there's I can't remember what they are. Maybe I want to say a bunny rabbit or something in there too.
There's a rabbit on the top here.
There's I remember there's some cool little things in that logo. Hidden treasures for sure. But yes, there's a lot of ground to cover. It's been when's the last time you've been on the show? A couple of years, I think, hey?
Yeah, when
the
2020
EP came out.
Yeah, or maybe 2021.
Yeah.
It came out, our album came out 2020.
Yeah.
And I think we met shortly after that.
Right.
No? Yeah.
Was the first time we met on this podcast, I think. Was it not?
You guys were one of the first, because you saw the Weapons episode.
That's
and you were
right.
Like, hey, I want to do that too.
I'll remember Weapons.
Yes.
Good band.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They're long into the horizon now. For sure.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Well played.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So yes, it's not for lack of us communicating. Like, we did have you out in Bellevue here for Moose Fest one year with Exomerta. You guys carpooled out here, and that was a hell of a weekend.
Yeah,
but
that was good.
Northern Royals has currently just released their newest single. I want to say a week or maybe two ago.
I'll let Evan explain.
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably better at it. I don't know what.
Yeah, I probably know more about it than you do. A banger of a tune, which we'll get into later on in the program here. But I would like to know, what the heck has been going on the other side of the border there these last couple of years.
It's been chaos, man.
Yeah.
Which is honestly part of the reason we titled this album Hello Chaos, because life's just been nuts,
Right.
For everyone. But trying to be a band, trying to have a job, and, trying to get through COVID and life has been crazy. And we lost a member and then got a new member. So we had to do that process for literally the sixth time of just getting him up to speed on the new music. But this time, Dale has been wanting to be in the band for years, and we're already working together. The video we did with you guys, Fools, he did the live audio for that. He mixed it, and he's been telling me for years, like, I wanna do stuff with you. Like, how do we release music together? Because he was with Exo Merida, and I was with Northern Royals, and we both had songs we were already writing together, but we're like, who releases this? We don't have time for a new project.
Yeah.
Right.
So when Bo quit, he was like, can I join? Like, and we're like, do you want to, man? Like, you're in one of the biggest bands in the city. And he was like, yeah. And he came in, and he's been producing, mixing, editing, like writing with us, and we've been just going full force.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's been really sick.
So the new release that came out, Hello Chaos, is there like, I know there's going to be like a follow-up to that, but is it like, are you guys working on an album, or is it an EP, or do you just have a handful of singles that you're going to release sporadically, or like what's...
It's a 6-song EP.
Okay.
It comes out August 24th. We got an EP release show at the Park Theater on that date. And we have Hello Chaos out now. Get Out of Here comes out May 17th. And then we have 2 more singles before the release. So 4 singles, 6-song EP,
Right.
August 24th.
Right.
What was the reasoning behind that schedule?
We actually did have a different date. Our grant agency was giving us a bunch of extensions because the fucking chaos of this thing. It was like, first time we went to the studio, I got sick with COVID. So the band recorded all the music without me, which was super sad, but it was awesome. Like, I was home writing lyrics and listening to what they were doing, and they did such a great job without me. But and then the second time we went in to do vocals, I got the flu. So it wasn't working. So we ended up going to Arborg with Codey and Kendra's parents' house there, and we did the vocals. And that's when Dale kind of took over recording, engineering, and he did all the vocals there. We had a ton of people like stop in and do group vocals, and we did just a ton of fun stuff we normally wouldn't have time to do in the studio we paid for. But we were so lucky to get the music done at Private Ear because it was phenomenal. And then we got the vocals done ourselves. And then Dale mixed it. CPS is mastering it. But anyways, kind of jogged off the question. But our grant agency gave us like a bunch of extensions, like literally years.
Right.
And finally they're like, hey, like it's got to come out.
Yeah.
You know? And so then we changed the date from November to August to the Park Theater. And that's been the schedule. And we've been rushing to get the singles done and the artwork done. And we could have had it all done, immediately, but to get it the way we want it and look good and sound good, it just takes time.
Absolutely.
Is Adam doing the artwork again?
Yeah, Adam at Pollution Lake Media is doing all the graphic design and art.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong,
this is his work too.
This is Adam who made our logos for us as well too. Well, not the podcast one, but he did the Moose Fest logo for certain.
Yep.
Did he do the Funky Moose Records one too? Or no?
No.
The Moose Fest one though. Shout out to Adam.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's the best. And I should say we have a guy named Matt doing Red Leaf District is his Insta. I'll have to check that. But he's doing the art for our singles and possibly part of the cover. And he's doing the art. He draws it out for us. He's an amazing artist. And then he draws it on the computer. And then Adam's taking that and putting it with like some AI stuff and some of his own stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of this big collage. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
And literally anytime we can make this album or this whole project chaos, we're pumped about it.
Leaning into it.
Yeah.
I love it. I freaking love it. This
Red Leaf District. Sorry, I just wanted to shout that out.
I do want to cut to a song here right now. But the first song that I want to cut to, you remember we tried to do a little promotional thing and we partnered with Northern Royals?
Yep.
another giveaway. I think we had done something to reach a certain amount of subscribers, but then we tried it again with a giveaway.
Yep.
And we just never reached that point, so there was no giveaway to be got. Anyways, the video that Northern Royals did for Fools, that's been on our platform for, I want to say, 2 years.
Yep.
That was the only place to see it for the last 2 years.
I thought you guys released it on your own somewhere
No,
too.
that was
we did an ad where it just went out, but that was it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So they recently uploaded it to their platforms there now, and it's getting like really good reviews, right?
Yeah.
People are reaching out because it's phenomenal. It was
You should have
on
released
point.
it 2 years ago.
I know. We were just waiting for that moment.
But
You know, it is cool because we got Hello Chaos out now, so it's cool to jump back a little bit and say, like,
Yeah.
you know, this is kind of the difference, or the different songs or different
right?
times.
Yeah,
and
it'll
different
show
band.
a
Yeah.
progression in the like what the changes in the last couple of years.
So which
But-
one are we playing right now?
So we're gonna jump into that video, Fools, that we had on this platform for our subscribers. You may have seen this already, but for those of you who haven't, here it is. Hope you enjoy. Here's Fools from Northern Royals. Man, I had no idea that was the only place to see that video was on our thing. What was the call out anyway? I think we were.
I don't remember.
I don't even remember neither.
No.
We should probably remove that.
It?
Pardon?
What was the call out? What do you mean?
Like when that video came out, it was like I think there was the album was in there. There was a bunch of Northern Royals swag, maybe a record player involved in there too, and we were trying to hit
not
like
a record player, but
to like 2,500 subscribers or something like that. We were trying to
Audio
hit.
Technica, you guys were giving away.
It was something on the lines of that, or unless I'm confusing that with the first one we did.
You're confusing that with the first one because that one had the LP 120 turntable.
Right.
I don't remember the second one.
Me neither.
I think you guys just got that. You guys did the record pressings for us, and then you brought the records to us.
Yes.
So that was kind of the reason for that video.
That could be.
We did the podcast there.
That's
and then
right.
We did the Fools video to kind of promote
To
and
promote
do a live
that.
show for that.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that video is all live off the floor, like just quickly mixed.
Yeah.
By Dale.
Yeah.
Our new member. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
That rings a bell. Man, it's crazy. It just kind of all freaking blends together, doesn't it?
I know.
You put on a show for us. You sponsored a show for us. Right?
Yeah, that
Remember?
was.
Yeah.
Was that a different time?
That was a different
That was
time.
a different time. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, you guys done a lot for us.
Well, we fucking love you, man.
Yeah.
Me too.
I remember that dude, I was so nervous that the first phone call that I gave you when I pitched the idea of the vinyl to you, I was super nervous because we didn't know each other from a fucking hole in the ground, really. And it was just a cold call. And it was like, hey, man, I love your stuff. I love what you guys are doing. And I think there's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah.
And I would like to work with you guys if you choose to allow it, type of thing.
Well, and same reason I reached out, seeing you guys with weapons and just promoting local music and being chill people.
Freaking rights,
And
man.
now 200 episodes later.
Yeah,
back.
wow.
And a friendship, a true friendship has originated.
Last lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking as that video was playing about you mentioned like we haven't scratched the surface of what's been going on the last couple of years.
Yeah. No.
But you were saying something.
How much time we got?
Yeah, probably
45
not
minutes.
enough. Probably not enough time.
Yeah.
But you were saying something about a docuseries.
Okay, so yeah, we did like I said, we recorded at Private Ear, and then we recorded a little bit at
CPS.
Arberg.
Okay.
In Kendra's parents' house.
Right.
And CPS is mastering it.
Okay.
But
Get your shit straight.
Yeah, I know.
how do you not?
I just told you that.
What was the question again?
the docuseries.
DocuSeries. Okay, Kevin Moretz from Blue Moon Media did this amazing docuseries for us. It's some footage he got just from that whole process. So he came out to Arberg too, and it's awesome. So we're gonna be releasing that in like kind of shorts and then full videos on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Before the album comes out, I think. Still undecided yet.
Unless it gets delayed.
Some of these.
So next year.
Yeah. No, we have a deadline. We got to hit the deadline. But yeah, and like we got like all this content and stuff coming out, so it's exciting to finally start releasing it and let people see it. And while we're doing that, we actually went into MOSMA, which is like mid-ocean. It's a school for sound audio, like doing live audio and recording and producing. And
Okay.
actually, Kyle, our guitar player, went there.
Kind of like Reyes here.
Okay.
So part of their curriculum is to kind of record a band and mix a track. So we get to go in there and record some tracks. We actually recorded 2 new tracks already. And like, so while we're releasing this stuff and it's not even done yet and we're trying to get art done and stuff like that, we're recording new music, tons of show announcements coming. And we just announced we're doing May 18th in Winnipeg. We're doing May 17th in Regina, May 24th in Calgary, and May 25th in Lethbridge. Country Fest in June, Bankside with Royal Tusk in July.
Holy moly.
Royal Tusk.
Yeah, and our EP released in August, so it is crazy.
I didn't hear Saskatoon in that list.
I'm here right now.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're not in
So-
Saskatoon, though.
no, I guess.
We're in Mooseville here.
But I'm drinking Saskatoon beer.
There you go.
Wait, no, this is.
Not yet. That's Regina beer.
That's right. I'll get
So
to it.
the show in Regina, who are you playing with?
Regina is with the Definitive from Calgary
Okay.
and a band called Q3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
From
of either
Regina.
one of those.
Yeah, the Definitive is awesome. I'm a little unfamiliar with Q3, so I have to check them out a little more. But the Definitive are like this kind of classic rock type band, and they're really promoting that too. Like they're there for live music and showmanship, and they're
Yeah.
really cool.
I love it.
Yeah,
I freaking love it.
That's awesome.
I was actually going to suggest you should reach out to them for this podcast coming up.
Possibly. I'll have to see them live first. Like it's
Yeah.
like I would say 98.5% of the guests we've had on this show we've
Yeah.
we've seen.
He's done the math.
Well, yeah. I'm a numbers guy. But yeah, I think we've seen them all live before we've even reached out
A lot of them,
to
yeah.
make the request. That's basically how we make our judgments. It's like, do we want to fuck with these people? Like, and let's ask them, that type of thing. It's just
Doesn't
hard
mean-
to say.
It doesn't mean that if we don't like the music, we don't want them on the show. It's more like, is this a legit artist?
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, if you can't even go see their show, they're not active.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can send,
You know.
exactly. If they're not active, it's like, is there anything to promote here?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or are you just doing open stages
Yeah.
all the time, which is fine.
Which is fine, but
And we encourage that.
That
but
is
it's-
active, you know.
Yeah, it is. But it's like, are we promoting for people to come see you at an open stage, or
Yeah.
are you coming to like,
True.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. My point was that
I mean, I think you
People
learn
send
a
us-
lot about a band seeing them live.
yeah,
absolutely.
You know, like
Yep.
because I've heard a lot of recordings of bands too where they sound just kind of almost folky, you know, whatever. Not really my jam. Nothing exciting. You see them live and they kill it. and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
Whoa, like
Yep.
you just need better recordings.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like get that to transition, or a portion of that to transition to the recording, and it'll be a different ball game, right?
Yeah, but then it's
Yeah.
also the other way around where they sound polished on an album, but
Yeah.
then you see them live, it's like, oh, this is a train wreck.
Yeah,
I mean, that honestly happens. Like, I don't know if I've really ever seen that happen. I think like it's so hard to get solid recordings that if
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't, but like
Yeah.
it's just
yeah,
usually
I've
you don't.
I've seen a handful of bands that, I mean, I support live music and all that, but they completely shat the bed after I heard their music online. I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Right.
And you go see the show, it's like, this is mediocre.
Yeah.
but then you have to go see them again because maybe
Yeah.
they just had an off night.
Yeah.
Or that was their first show.
Yeah,
You know.
Yep.
yeah, or maybe
for
it had
sure.
nothing to do with them, and the sound guy shit the bed that
Yep.
night.
Yep.
But I mean, I think like a bad show is generally like a showmanship thing, a
Yeah.
confidence thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, if they're not looking like they want to be there.
Yeah.
A mediocre live show is still better than no live show, I think.
Yeah.
Or they're fucking 3 sheets to the wind before they even take the stage.
Oh,
And
yeah, I've seen that before.
yeah, seen that a couple times. Won't name any
Yeah.
A
names.
little too many bubblies.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple. I do need to point that out. I don't know if you know this, Evan, but that test pressing that's right there
Yeah.
that I've had hanging in my basement since I got it,
It's probably work
that
now.
is the very first test pressing of that Northern Royals vinyl, and yours truly has that sucker framed. It is sideways though. I should probably put that in there straight up and down. Hey,
It's one of them. One of the.
the one of two. Do you
Five.
have the other one?
Five.
There was 5 test pressings.
Yep.
But that's number 1, baby.
It is 001. I see that.
Hell yeah.
I did know that because you were extremely excited about it.
Yeah.
And you
I
forgot to
wanted-
bring it to
I-
the
yeah,
thing,
I
and you were
wanted you
super
guys-
upset about it.
I wanted you guys to sign it,
Yeah.
and it's been locked up in that thing since. But yeah,
Next time we play Saskatoon.
there you go.
Yeah. When is that going to be?
I mean, we're
Well,
playing Regina in May.
Here-
Like,
here
Yeah,
we
that's
go.
not Saskatoon.
So
we're coming back.
here's another thing. We were talking earlier about a band out of Saskatoon that I've recently connected you with, just like referral base.
Fake
said, "Hey,
Paradise.
Fake Paradise. Shout out to you boys. I think you guys are great, and I know you know that. But yeah, so it could be possible. You could book a show with Fake Paradise in Saskatoon when coming through there.
Let's do it.
I think you should.
November.
We should also get him out to PA. Play at Rock Trout.
So Northern Royals and Fake Paradise could do 2 shows. They could do like a weekend thing, a Friday, Saturday.
And then we add a third local PA band. So then we have a band from Saskatoon, PA, and Winnipeg.
I think this is very, very doable.
Hell yeah. That
Who
sounds
would be
awesome.
the-
Rock Trout?
Rock
The
Trout,
Rock
yeah.
Trout. It's I
In
think
PA.
it seats 100 or 150.
100.
100?
Yep.
So it's not like the biggest venue, but
Their
frickin-
biggest issue is their bar. They have the bar in the middle of the room, and it sticks out to like a third of the room.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's narrow.
if they
It's
make it,
narrow to the stage, and then
That sounds like our kind of venue, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
Big bar,
Yeah.
yeah,
small space,
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Yes, dude.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're so flippin' supportive of
Yeah.
live music, man. It's a great place, and they're
Yeah.
great people. The owners are freaking awesome people.
Yep.
That's
in my
amazing.
opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sign us up. When is
So-
that?
When?
Yeah. Rock Trout.
When I don't know. What we'll do.
When are you coming to Saskatoon?
Yeah.
Oh, this is you guys put on Rock Trout.
No.
No, we're saying
could.
we're saying that if we book a show, if we can get you guys partnered with Fake Paradise to
Okay, wait,
do a show
I
in
think-
Saskatoon.
I think his question is, what is Rock Trout? Rock
What
Trout
is-
is the venue.
Is Rock Trout is the name of the venue.
Oh, it sounds like a festival or something.
No,
no,
So
no.
I was like, what do you mean?
Should
What,
be.
what is it? No, that's a cool name. Yeah, hell yeah. And definitely Fake Paradise, Northern Royals,
I think
Saskatoon.
that's a great fit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
and then
I
if we
think.
can find a Prince Albert rock band,
That would fit that bill. I think it would be just as.
Reach out now.
I think it's just as good with. I think those two is a lot to take.
yeah, but
in
you
that
also
night
have to
too.
think about the draw, and if there's a PA band playing.
I'm pretty confident.
It's good to have a local band.
Yeah.
I think when we see bands coming through Winnipeg or whatever.
Hey, it could be us. We can fucking open the show.
You guys are from PA?
I'm not.
Gotta
No,
support the locals.
Yeah.
Nobody shows up to see us. No.
No, that's probably not.
No.
But it's whatever works. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
But
let's
yeah.
chat. We'll chat.
we definitely do. And Fake Paradise, I know you're watching right now. Put in the comments what you think of if this is a good idea and we should push through with this or not. But yes, a docu-series. I think that's a flippin' brilliant idea as well. I'm so infatuated with like the behind the scenes aspect of it. I'm shocked at how many people just have no idea the work that's involved to recording not just an album, but even just a single.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you go there, rip it off the floor, and then release it. Like, there's, holy man. I'm excited for this. I'm curious to watch it too.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek tonight.
Hey.
But no, yeah, music is obviously the base and soul and the starting point. You know, you got to have good music.
Yeah.
No matter how good everything else is. And we see that sometimes, like bands do really well without good music, but it only gets you so far.
Yep.
You know, and when I say good music, it's what you think is good.
Right.
You know, if you think it's good and you believe in it, you're going to find people who do. There's going to be a lot of people who don't. That's fine. And I think the hardest thing I learned was not caring that some people didn't like it. And then my show got better, our music got better, you know.
Right.
Because there was things I wouldn't do. So I'm like, that's not going to go over well. You know, people aren't going to like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like screaming. Like never thought I'd be screaming in our songs. And, you know, when we first got like family and friends out, you know, when we just starting out, and we weren't good to be fair, but, like whenever you got heavy or too loud or too much distortion or too much screaming, like you just lost some people.
Right.
Just like when there's metal and it's all screaming the entire show, like that's not my jam, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking appreciate it, like
Yeah.
how good they are at it.
Yep.
And once I learned how to do it a bit, like just scratching the surface, I'm like, wow, what a skill. So now on this new album, there's a bunch of that. There's a lot of
Nice.
screaming.
Freaking right.
Yeah. More than I've ever done, I should say, but not a lot for some.
Right. So What type of now that you've implemented more of the screaming, is like, do your vocal warm-ups, have they changed at all? Do you even do vocal warm-ups?
Yeah, I do. They're huge.
Hey, we got one.
Yeah,
You're
you're the second one that does.
Oh, you got to do it. You have to. You have to.
Well, we have a whole bunch of artists that disagree with you.
Wow.
Yeah, just scroll through our thumbnails there and take a look and
that
scroll
one
back
doesn't.
about
That
100.
one doesn't. That one
Musicians disagreeing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that never happens.
No, I think it's super important, and I think anyone who says they don't should try it and see how well they do after.
A difference. Well, there's
a million different kinds of vocal warm-ups, I should say. There's, but
yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like we're just talking a minute or two before you take the stage, right? There's a show I was recently at.
It's like stretching a muscle.
Exactly.
I won't name names here. I'll tell you off camera. But I was talking to him after. I was like, "Yeah, you didn't vocal warm up before the show, eh?" And he's like, "No, why? Could you tell?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like you're
halfway through, you lost
halfway through the tone change. Like you were at where you needed to be halfway through the set." Compared to when you started, and had you done the warm up prior to that, you would have been at that point from the get go.
Yeah,
and I wasn't the only one who could clearly hear it, and we were like,
really curious to know who this artist is because I wasn't there.
No, you weren't. I'll tell you off air, but yeah, and like no slight, it was still a great show. He fucking knocked it out of the park, man. It was amazing.
Yeah,
but I guess I'm just fortunate enough from doing this kind of stuff for so long. That like I'm picking up on that kind of thing now too, right? It's like I'm even like crowd watching a lot. I find when I go to shows to see how the crowd.
I do that too. It actually sometimes I'm like I spent the whole day or the evening watching other people and how they react. Because I'm picking up notes from that band. It's like, wow, that front guy won this crowd over in a second.
Yeah,
he did this and that worked over here, so I'm going to do that too.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I try and retain that type of information as well too. Like, oh, this might work. Maybe you can try this.
Yep.
That
100%.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's flip and cut it to another song. We know what we're closing the show with. We're just so you guys know, we're closing with Hello Chaos here. But what's the middle song? What video should we throw in here right now for the viewers who are unfamiliar with Northern Royals?
I would say one of my favorites is Waves. I think it's a lot of people's favorites. But the video is just recorded at the Park Theater, actually from Kevin Moretz and the Village Idiots. And it's just a great video. There's no one there. It's just us in a venue, and we did it during COVID. So it just has a really cool feel of like how music was at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd pick that one.
Waves?
Cool.
I want it all. All right. Here's Waves from Northern Royals.
and I'm dying to try. I want it all. I'm riding the tide. I want it all. I'm making some waves. I want it all. I'm tired of waiting. I know what I want, and I'm dying to try. I want it all.
Booyah!
I wanted to get back to that documentary type,
The
the
docuseries?
docu-series stuff. I think having all the behind the scenes stuff nowadays with social media, and you were walking around with your phone out not that long ago just to shoot all of this.
Yeah.
It also loses or makes the magic disappear a little bit, I find. You know,
Like filming it?
no, just putting it on social media, like
Okay.
this is what we do, and this is what we do behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I like back in the 80s and 90s when that didn't happen, you
Yeah.
know, you put these artists on pedestals because, you know, these are the rock stars, and
Yeah.
the only way to get in touch with them was to go to shows, and maybe you got an autograph after the show. And now,
Or buy their DVD later.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now everything is out there.
Yeah.
Everything is, you know, well, not everybody, but a lot of people do behind the scenes and getting to know the artists on a more personal level, and you can actually reach out to them on social media. So it kind of humanizes artists, which is also great, but it's
Yeah.
a whole different dynamic, I think.
Right.
It changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like we saw the change because we used to be that same way. Like we watched our favorite artists of all time do exactly what you said. Like everything was a mystery. How did they do it? You know, where were they recording that? And the only way you could ever find that out was years later buying this documentary behind the scenes, right?
Yep.
And then during COVID, you saw this like huge, I don't know what the word is, resurgence of people loving music that wasn't popular. Like
Yep.
indie really rose during
Yep.
COVID and TikTok and stuff. And all it was people showing like, this is how I made the song and help me write this song. Like, what do you guys think these lyrics should be? Everyone felt involved and a part of it. And then you saw big bands doing the same thing. They saw this working and they started doing the same thing. Like
Yeah.
they were saying, this is, hey, we're going to do a new song. We're recording here right now. We're live and come talk to us live. And,
Yeah.
you know, I saw Buck Cherry doing that and a bunch of bands. Papa Roach, one of my favorite bands. Like I saw them doing a ton of just, hey, I'm Jacoby. Like this is our new tune, or these are my 5 favorite songs right now.
Yeah.
And you see the views and the comments just because before it was just new single, you know, new music video, new show, new
Right.
tour,
Right.
new merch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like who they are and what they're doing. And
Yeah. It definitely humanizes
Yeah.
it humanizes
Which I love, like, because we get to hang out with you guys,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And before it was like, well, these magical creatures on stage.
Yeah, definitely. There was actually through the pandemic, that's how I feel I got to know Dale significantly well. I think it was like on Wednesday nights, Dale would
Yep.
go live and he would show like what he's working on and how he would like mix a song and stuff. So I would sit there with him for hours and I'd be engaged in the chat and he'd be responding, which is what hooked me. It was like, oh shit, he's actually replying to me, you know? So,
Yeah.
and then that just kind of snowballed into where we are today with it.
Yep.
He was doing it the other night. I actually cut a little, I don't know if you saw that post, but generally when I'm going to be engaging in a live chat, I'll screen record it.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case something cool happens, and then I can just have fun with it later. So I had just hit screen record, went into the live, and I was literally typing like, hey buddy, and he acknowledged me before I even got my text in there. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he's not busy.
Yeah, so I
Text him anytime.
cut that clip and I tied a little teaser of Hello Chaos in it, and I posted that. But I thought that was cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I love the live things Dale's doing. I saw him do the EXO and was really excited for him to do with NR because what he's doing is there's such an art to the recording process and to the mixing process that I never knew existed. It was always like, this is our band, this is what we sound like, please record us. Not really realizing what it all took. Like when we worked with Garth, he just really did his thing and we loved it. Like, you know, but and he obviously was very much, I'm just trying to make you sound more like you and the best you can sound like.
Right.
And as Dale is doing, but we didn't really realize
like what that meant,
why this chorus sounded bigger, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's like 12 vocal tracks on that. That's why. And then he would show us like some of our favorite songs and say, this is exactly what they did on this record for this reason, you know? And, but yeah. And going back to the docuseries a little bit, when Kevin started doing it, we got the first episode of it at the studio and stuff. There's a lot of like me chatting with Kendra over the phone and stuff. And then when we went to the studio, when I was there for a bit, it was only a couple days. It was just me in a booth, really, you know. And it's expensive to go to the studio, so we have to work when we're there, you know. But when we went to Arborg at our parents' place, like we just were ourselves and we had fun. And you could see the docuseries really starting to show who we were as a band.
Right.
And we really saw this. We finally captured what we do at rehearsals and who we are as a band, as a family, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that part's really cool. It does remove the mystery, as you said. And that was such a conversation we had. But like no one cares about the mystery of an independent band right now. No. That's just the thing, right? Like,
no, I think the mystery is pretty much gone for most bands.
Yeah. And unless you're, you know, a huge new band that just blew up like Greta Van Fleet or something, you don't really have the ability to say, I'm not going to show you what we're about.
Yeah, there's no mystique.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sweet.
What's happening at Moose Fest this year?
We haven't made any official announcements yet. I'm glad you asked because I'll talk about this all night.
You paid
long.
me $20.
Yeah. I'll give you a cut of the royalties of this episode. How about?
So you and I can just leave now.
Right on.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there haven't been any official announcements. Those will be coming out very, very soon. But we've got currently 6 bands are booked. We were just really tossing around the idea of, do we want to do multiple days? Do we want it all on one day? Like, how can we cut some of our expenses back this year, but continue on with just as great of a show? So we have decided that it will be 2 nights. We're going to do the Friday and Saturday night.
Potentially.
Potentially?
We have decided potentially.
Potentially? What do you mean potentially?
Let's hash this out, boys.
Why would you even say that? We've had this discussion. It's already locked in. Calls have been made. Why would you say that to the audience right now?
Because we've had discussions like this before, and then we change them anyway.
Okay, this is what I will say. As of right now, we have decided that we're doing August 9th and 10th. Instead of bringing in that big-ass stage to the Bellevue Sports Ground this year, we're going to bring it back to the year one, and we're going to use the hall again, the community hall. So I want to put 3 bands up on the Friday evening, 3 up on the Saturday evening, and then we'll just, use the campgrounds and do stuff at the park throughout the course of the day and basically close out the night with a night of music each night. So I think we're thinking we'll do like $30 a ticket for the Friday show, $30 for the Saturday show, and if you want to go to both, it'll be $50. So you'll save $10
nice.
and you'll get them both. That's kind of where we're at. We still have...
Could still change, but that's where we're at right now.
We're also still partnered with our 5 buddies there that we partnered with last year.
The 5 friends.
The 5 discreet friends, buddies that we're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, bud. We have partnered with them again indefinitely. So yes, 5 Buds Cannabis is going to be coming out. They were a huge help last year, man. They staffed our event for us. It was awesome. What sucked was that we weren't, because of rules and regulations, not allowed to promote them at all.
Really?
Yeah, I weaseled one through on my personal account, and it was up for about a week and a half, and then I got a call like, you need to remove that, or we're getting like $100,000 fine. So like it came down immediately because one person reported it.
So you can't promote cannabis.
You might actually have to cut this out too.
No, you can talk about
We're
it.
talking
we can.
about
Well, we're
$5.
talking about while we're telling facts of things that actually happened.
I know.
And all I'm saying is that I put a
Freedom
post
of
on.
speech.
Yeah, I put a post out there with the 5 Buds Cannabis logo and was asked to remove it a week and a half later.
Yeah.
So it's staying in.
Yeah, I know the marketing.
Until one person reports this episode, and now we got to take the episode down.
It is weird. I know we did Rock in the Fields Minnedosa a few years ago now, and there was a Delta 9 trailer there that was just selling weed there. And it was like the first year they were allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And but they couldn't market it. I remember that. It wasn't on the poster. They couldn't do ads. So it's just this nice little surprise, actually.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting in line to get into the concert area, and it's just like there's a weed truck there.
Yeah.
Right?
Sweet. Well, some pre-rolls.
I don't even know. I think they can do that here. There's something to do with they could take orders, but they weren't allowed to sell products. I don't remember.
The way I understand is that
weird.
you can have cannabis and promote cannabis inside like a 19 plus area.
Right.
But the advertising can't be visible from outside of that area. So if you're at a festival and you can see the 5 Buds logo from the campsites, that's not allowed.
Really?
So that's why
Hardcore.
yeah. So that's why.
But there's like booze everywhere.
Well, I know that's what irritates the shit out of me about it. You'll see fucking Coors Light ads everywhere, Budweiser ads, but
Weed.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
That's it.
It's like they'll freaking
maybe it'll come.
burn them at the stake. So
I don't know. Maybe it'll. Yeah.
I think it'll change, but
they're
it's
all
taking it
trying to
slow.
figure it out too.
Regulations keep dropping with
Yeah.
or lowering with cannabis.
It's just all government shit, man. It's a lot of paperwork, and we know how quickly the government moves on anything. It just takes forever. They're still fucking working on shit from like 98 probably. You know what I mean? Like it's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
89.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with Moose Fest this year. Looking at 2 nights, we're just gonna take over the town again. I was even thinking of maybe because they're gonna staff our event again this year.
Yeah.
So I might put them in pairs of 2 and sprinkle them throughout Bellevue, and maybe do like a scavenger hunt. So anybody who's like ticket holders or any of that, like if they partake in this hunt throughout the course of the day, who knows what little gifts might.
Just gonna be bags of weed all around.
Maybe no, it'll be
no, they will
no,
not be
it
doing.
will not be that, but
No.
something like that, right? Yeah, that's kind of where our head's at with it.
What
Currently.
year did we play?
The year before last year. You played year
22.
3? Did you play year 2 or 3? This is our 4th year.
Yeah.
So you played the second year.
And who was on that with us? We got Weapons,
The Radiant.
the Hour Hand.
The Hour Hand. Yeah.
That was a wicked show.
Traders Gate.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, I couldn't even tell you right now.
You know, and actually, it's funny the Radiant played that. Where when we did Saskatoon, we did Amigos for their EP release show.
Yeah.
Place was crazy. It was packed. You were there. Were you there?
No.
Oh, yeah, we had to bounce early, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And that was a wicked night. But people showed up in Saskatoon for the first band. It was packed for us, like we started. And it just stayed packed all night. The Radiant brought a crowd. Holy moly.
Dude, they're in my top list.
That's
100%.
Yeah. It's a cool town. And we actually got the Radiant playing our EP release show in Winnipeg on August 24th.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
So they're opening that show for us.
Oh man, it's I could talk about them all night too, but
They're so good. They're so good. I love that video.
Agreed.
Weren't you in one of their videos?
I was Patrick Bateman.
That was a cool
Did
video.
you know I was in that video too?
Were you?
Yeah.
What were you doing in it?
I was turning on lights.
Ah, you gotta
You're
have
the one who
lights.
turned the lights on in the hallway.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
gotta have lights, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video was a shit ton of fun, man.
Yeah.
There
No,
was a
they're
lot
so
of
good.
hurry up and wait involved in that one.
As there is.
Yeah.
I think that is a
Yeah.
general process.
But it was
Unfortunately,
fun
How
to
was?
do.
Oh, I remember what. Now I remember what I wanted to ask you. There was a video that you guys did a Skull Creek session the last time
That's
you
right.
guys
Oh,
were
yeah.
around, and I wanted to ask about that. Like, how was that process for you, and like any BTS you can give us on that recording?
it was awesome. Aspen had it out at his studio.
Yeah,
Where was that again? Do you remember?
Watchers.
Watchers. Okay. And they fed us an amazing home cooked meal. They let us sleep there. We each had our own rooms. It was this beautiful house in this just beautiful yard. And Aspen,
Shout out to Don and Carolyn.
Hell yeah.
to who?
Don and Carolyn.
Oh, got it. I don't even know their names. But yeah, we literally showed up and they just were like, "Hey, here's your rooms, here's the food," and they were the nicest people. And we recorded a song called "Take the Money," which we've honestly recorded that song I think 3 times, and it's never been released other than that Skull Creek session.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of between Bo and Dale, and
Right.
it was just that transition period. We just kind of like lost track of that song a little bit. And we just were writing new stuff. But it's a good tune.
Yeah,
Love
it
that tune.
it is. And you got to work with Prehistoric Productions for
Such
that.
good dudes, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so ride or die for those guys.
Yeah, and we got to sit in that Braden King
That's right.
song.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
we're doing Country Fest. There's a rock night Friday night, June 28th, I believe. Braden King is playing the main stage, I believe, earlier in the day.
Okay.
And we're playing one of the side stages. We're headlining like the last band on the side stage. So he's going to go to do his show, come watch us play, and then we're going to party.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of Braden King, as I said, there haven't been any official announcements.
Ooh.
But for the ones that do tune into the show and pay attention, Braden King's actually our headlining act at this year's Moose Fest.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing.
He's so we're gonna put him up on the Saturday night to
He's
close
so
the night
good.
out. I agree, man. I
Yep.
fucking love that guy, man.
So good.
He's a good dude. Just
Can't
a
believe how
good
tall
guy.
he is.
I know, right? Man, so you're familiar with the Capitol, right? And
Yeah.
how it's set up there.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him performing at the Capitol, he had like his feet at the edge of the stage, and he's like leaning on the rafters, basically. Looking
No
down
way.
with his arm. He's just like looking down at it, like that's how fucking tall he is, dude.
Yeah.
It was insane, touching the roof, like almost.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy.
Great
Yeah.
singer, great songwriter, a great performer.
Hell yeah,
Great dude.
Fun to hang out with.
great,
Yeah.
great headlining act, 2024.
Moose
I love it.
Moose Fest.
Moose Fest, baby. But yeah, I think like I don't know if tickets aren't on sale when this episode comes out, it'll probably be, I'm gonna guess, within a week or 2. Tickets will actually be on sale, and the announcements will be going out there as best as we can, and whatever. The ones of you that want to come join us and have great evenings of music, and
And if you don't want to come, well, that's your loss.
that's okay.
Because
But
we're
you
going to
should
have a
go.
party.
You can watch clips of it on Facebook later.
Yeah. That's right.
Frick. Man, it's
Are you guys streaming it?
No, I've talked about it though. Here's the deal, man. The last 3 years in a row, the last 3, we've recorded it. Like we've gotten video footage of it, and we've been trying to grab the audio off of it. And the idea going in was like just extra content for the artists to be able to release, and they can do whatever they want with it. Man, I'm telling you, one year we lost the video, we had the audio. Another year we had the audio, not the video. Like it's just
Really?
been fucking. We're this.
Cursed.
We gotta get it this year, man.
Yep.
3rd time's a charm.
Absolutely.
We gotta get it. So I don't know what. It's just, I don't know. Luck of the draw. Too much going on, and
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's just whatever.
It is, you've mentioned this earlier tonight too, off camera, getting live audio. We've struggled with the same thing. Like there's not a lot of venues that even have the capabilities of recording.
Of getting it.
Yeah, like a lot of places will have just like a, I'm not really good with the tech terms, but like I think it's just a mono or stereo out, but you can't get the individual tracks.
Right.
So you can't mix it after.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever they have mixed in the room, which is not necessarily the best.
Right.
For recording.
Because sound guys mix for the room and not for your recording.
Exactly.
Yeah. You would need a separate one.
So we haven't really been able to do that. And it's always an afterthought because you're always so busy the show day, right? You know, setting up your merch, talking to people.
And then it's like,
promoting.
oh shit, wouldn't it be cool if? And then oh right,
So we're gonna keep
we'll get it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get it eventually, and it'll be great when it comes out. There's a little behind the scenes for you, for the viewers. But yeah, man, I think that would just be cool. Like, could you imagine like Northern Royals live at Moose Fest? Here's a 1 hour set or whatever, and then.
You know what's funny? More problems about live streams. I mean, we've had live streams that have worked, and it's been great, but we did one with the Village Idiots for our EP release show, but we've again forgot to kind of talk about recording it all. It was just on Facebook Live, so that's the only place it existed, and there was a lot of choppiness with just the internet or whatever.
Right.
And then we were going to go on live at the Roslyn with the Village Idiots, and then COVID happened, and they just canceled the whole thing, and we were like wanting to go on that for years. And then we did Red Tie Live.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, and that got... They didn't record it for some reason, or something happened where they didn't get a recording of it. And the Facebook account got hacked. So it's not on YouTube. There's no video of it. And
it didn't happen.
It's just gone.
It didn't happen.
Man.
We managed to save a few, but like we downloaded it from Facebook and saved them or whatever, but before it happened. But yeah, we've had also not such great luck with
it's not it's just really not that simple to do.
It's not.
No, it really isn't.
It's a complicated process.
It definitely is.
It sounds a lot easier than it actually is.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Unless you just did your phone and pressed Facebook Live, like that would probably be fine, but it wouldn't be the best audio quality.
Yeah, then it doesn't sound that good. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I think we have enough video footage where we could like get a couple trailers cut together. Definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We might still do that this year, but.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Andrew, wink, wink.
Yeah, nudge, nudge.
We could use a couple trailers, bud.
We're at 54 minutes there.
54 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that being said.
This camera. That's yours. How much you have left?
Like less than 5 minutes.
Oh, there you
So, this is kind of being a reoccurring thing here where we keep running out of time. I should maybe clean my phone up, hey, so that
you think?
So that they can go a little longer. But
keep it short.
Short and sweet, man. I do want to close with Hello Chaos.
Hello.
But before we cut to that, Evan, I know you know this, man, but I love the fucking shit out of you in the band. You know I do. You know when I say I'm ride or die, I always will be.
Did you tell him about Taylor? Because this might be a right time to do that.
Yeah, Taylor says I need to give you guys hugs and kisses for him.
Dude, I love you too, my man. Hell yeah. As long as you give them back to him, I'm all for it.
But I love you too, dude. And I love what you guys do for local music. I love what you've done for us. And
thanks, man. We'll
keep doing it.
Yeah.
We definitely will. This journey's been fucking wild, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. Yeah. I'm very humbled, and I just love it, man.
Thanks again for driving all the way from Winnipeg to here.
9 hours is no problem for you guys.
Oh, dude.
Right.
Love it. So, one more time for the camera before we close out with the song. Can you tell?
This camera.
We need some da bomb out here. Just let the audience know where they can find your socials, and the next show is coming up again.
Check us out at northernroyals.com, and our next upcoming shows are May 17th in Regina, May 18th in Winnipeg, May 24th in Calgary, May 25th in Lethbridge, Country Fest June 28th, Bankside in July, and our EP release show August 24th.
Dude, I love that he knows all of that. Well done, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, bravo. Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Evan. Here is the latest release from Northern Royals titled Hello Chaos.
Shit, I don't care. Everybody wants to take us down. Everybody wants to bring me down. Fine, I'll be alright. Everybody wants to share the pain. Tap it from the edge of your couch. Get up and take it with you. I'm getting born this issue. Hey, I get it. We all regret it. Hiding behind the times. Hiding behind the screen. It's so pathetic. We all wanna be the same. Message residing. All the friends you hang out with, you never met. Everybody wants to take us down. Everybody wants to bring me down. Fine, I'll be alright. Everybody wants to share the pain. Tap it from the edge of your couch. Get up and take it with you. I'm getting born this issue. Hey, I get it. We all regret it. Hiding behind the times. Hiding behind the screen. It's so pathetic. We all wanna be the same. Haven't seen the end game. A broken father, a broken mother. Oh, trying to get it right. Give us true purpose in life.
Been trying this game. I've been playing for keeps. I've been falling behind. I've been putting in time.
I've been trying this game, I'm just scrolling a page. All this never-ending code of how to behave. I've been playing for keeps while my mind oversleeps, fighting for an opportunity to be unique. I've been falling behind in the process to find in the predetermined scripture in the book of the mind. I've been putting in time, put the bullshit aside. Everybody's got a choice, we don't get to decide. A broken fire.